Good morning, people. What's going on? Welcome to the Easy Stream, the Fishroom Hangout stream. Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream. We're hang out in this Fishroom, getting into all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was weird. There was something moving over there. But got a cat, another cat. What's up, people? How we doing today? Thanks for being here. Bionic Bigfoot. He's not here today.
Fishcapade said good morning.
Holy smokes. Good morning. Bionic Bigfoot, good morning. What's going on? He's not here today, but he's back. Okay, well, welcome back. Thanks, man. Thanks for being an extraordinary aquarist.
That's lovely, that is.
Fishcapades, good
John
morning.
Mackenzie said good morning, weirdos.
Good morning, weirdo. Whips World, what's up, man? Good morning. Andy Carson, good morning, good morning. Bruiser, thanks, sir. How you doing? Long Family Show, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Victor, what's up, man? Good morning. Mr. Jones, good morning. We're Matt. Window liquor number 5. What's up, man? Good morning. All right. Who else we got? John McKenzie, good morning. New York T, good morning. All right, what else we got? Sorry I missed it last week, guys. I was a little under the weather. Wasn't feeling so hot. So, these things happen. Oh well, hopefully the holidays were good for everybody. It's all pretty low key. Anyway, so what do we got going on today? I don't know, same stuff. I did a bunch of water changes in that the last time I saw you. I've been doing the old siphon water drain system thing. So far I've done it on
Bionic
75,
Bigfoot said good morning, John Mackenzie.
75, 375s. Morning, dude. 75s, 17s, 29s, 33, 10s. This tank is the one, oh yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna, what are we even looking at? A bucket. This tank is a mess. There's Monty doing whatever he's doing. Checking out the fish.
Select Pet said good morning, all.
What's up? Good morning. I have a clicker over here. Working. Oh my god, what happened? Thank you, Win. Okay. Looking at Monty, looking at fish. Here's there. Yeah, so I did not do any water testing. I did do water changes, as I was saying. I did a bunch. I didn't swap the mops, so we need to do that this week.
Victor C said the pet cat needs a talent agent.
Yeah, he does. Anyway, look at you, Monty. You're very photogenic. Yeah? You're a solid-looking cat.
John Mackenzie said psst, psst. Bionic
That's funny
Bigfoot
that she
said
did that
select
noise.
Pet.
All right, that middle tank there, on that rack, one that looks green, bunch of algae in it. It's because it's green, bunch of algae in it. These have the Madakas in there. I do want to play musical Madakas because I think every time I've done that, I've gotten fry from their last home. I need to get better at egg mops. Let's get this out of here. Make sure the fill hose didn't fall out. So yeah, maybe we catch some Madakas, move them. I think maybe yeah. Where can we put them?
Fishcapade said yes, musical Medica is the way.
Musical Madaka. All right, but I don't know. I can put them in over there. Dead fish. What is it? I keep seeing this white thing over there. Empty shell. across the way. Well, why don't we do this? Clicker, I just had it. Go to this. Looking at a 75.
Congratulations, SelectPet, on the membership
Yay.
milestone. SelectPet has been an extraordinary aquarist for 9 months.
Right on, man. Thank you very much. Congrats. All right, let's go back here. This is a 17-gallon rimless tank with a bunch of pygmy cories.
That's lovely, that is.
Rosy barbs? Cherry barbs? I always get those two confused. Yeah. This is not so much Blackbeard as the green hair algae, but grips in here are doing pretty. So I was thinking about putting them in here with the Medacas. You think it'd be alright with that rosy barb, cherry barb, whatever the hell that thing is? I used to have 2 of them. What happened to the other one? Oh, I see him. He's down there hiding. And you think that they would mess with the Medacas?
Fishcapade said it's happening. The
It's
BBA is coming back in that tank, the one you just
happening.
showed.
I know. Don't. No. I know, and the weird part is the parameters. Oh God, he's here. He's here.
Pum 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 pum.
Fishing. Dropped my overflow alarm into the fish tank last night. I think I finally killed it. That sucks. Yeah. Let it dry out a little more. Maybe it's not totally dead, but it seems totally dead. Yeah, what are we looking at? We're looking at that 5-gallon. Or 17 gallon.
Fishyman64 said good morning, everyone, and Jazrin.
Good morning. What's going on, man?
SelectPet said okay, we can start the stream now Fishymon is here.
That's right. Let's begin.
Bionic Bigfoot said Fishyman64.
Shimon 60. I do think. Oh, you know what we can do? An idea. Well, all right. Here's the question. First of all, those are cherry barbs, rosy barbs. What? I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. I'm gonna have to Google this. What is a cherry barb? Cherry barb? Cherry barb? Barbie? No.
Vibes Aquatics said Happy New Year.
All right.
Welcome in Bionic Bigfoot Fishcapades, Whip Andy Carson,
They're definitely
Bruiser
cherry barbs.
CB, Long Family Shoal, Victor C. Window Licker, John Mackenzie, Mirek T, SelectPet, Cecil Maybury, Fishymon Branton. 310 Aquatics said good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Vibes. What's going on? All right, so cherry barb. All right, that makes sense. Makes sense. So do you think Medacas would be okay with some cherry barbs? Or do you think that would be detrimental to any egg laying? Probably that would be detrimental. I already
Window
know. I know the
Licker
answer.
#5 said, is there any shrimp in that tank?
No. There are no. Short answer, no. Long answer is but there are a bunch of catfish in here, so that's kind of one of the reasons I didn't put any shrimp. Tend to be competing for the same food. Bunch of pygmy cories in there. See 4 of them right now. There are some cherry barbs and some emerald cories or bronze cories. I don't know which ones. I did a pretty significant water change on this one recently. So I feel like that one's been changed. I did a big water change on this one. That one.
Bionic Bigfoot said
This
hello
one.
Vibes Aquatics.
This one last night. I was talking about with the Medacas. You guys look at this. Even. Rainbow shark seems to be doing well in the new tank. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, we need to do some water changes or some water testing. Should do that. I need to make sure. Let's go over here. This is. Why is this on some chugging? That's one. That ain't good. I don't know if you see what I'm seeing, but
Select Pet said baby shark do 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 do.
it's a dead fish, and it's a big one. Looks like a Jack Dempsey, or not Jack Dempsey. What the hell is it? Firemouth?
Vibes Aquatic said, hey Jason, it's like it's been forever. I haven't seen you since last year. Hope
Yeah, it's
you're
been a
doing
while,
all right.
buddy.
Sending good vibes your way.
Thanks, man.
Window Liquor #5 said, wow, I think that shark got bigger.
And this is definitely Tapos. Man, that stinks. Holy cow! I wonder how long he's been in there. Thought it like when I did something last night. I was wondering. It smelled like the tank was a little weird. Watch out, puppy. I need to go outside with this. Ugh.
Bionic Bigfoot said at Cecil Maybury.
Cecil Maybury. What's going on, Cecil? All right. Let me rinse this thing out. That's disgusting. We're definitely doing the water change now. Wonder what happened. You might have been there for a couple, like a little bit, but I didn't notice him floating up there. Ugh. Horrible.
Thank you, Vibes Aquatics, for the $1.99 USD super sticker. You rock!
Thanks, Vibes. You do rock. All right, we're gonna start moving water. How long that thing's been sitting there? Watch out, puppy. Watch out, puppy.
Select Pet said Monty had smelled that fish and was helping you look for it.
Maybe. Ugh.
Bionic Bigfoot said what fish is dead.
I think it was a Tapaho, actually. One of my Geos? But I see... I couldn't have been. Maybe? Could have been one of the fire mouths. I'm really having a hard time figuring it out, because... they're chugging so much. I'm going to turn that back on low. Can you guys hear that big... I know it was at that one stream. You heard nothing but like a buzzing in the background every time I talked. Are you hearing that? You're hearing that now, aren't you? Because it's that. I gotta replace that pump, that air pump. All right, what is going on? There's definitely serious issues happening in this tank at the moment. Let me. Where's that thing that I just had? Sure, there it is. I think it was a firemouth. Kind of hard to tell. He was in rough shape. He wasn't looking so hot. Test water. So I need to get vials filled.
Window Liquor #5 said yes, a little buzz when you speak, not bad.
Okay. Because it sounded like real loud to me today. Like the thing was. It's weird. Like sometimes it gets louder, buzzes more. Sure, what's up? Definitely a loud noise in this fish room. It's like the loudest thing in this fish room is that pump. Like a cheap pump too. I only got it as like a stopgap. It's finish filling these vials. All right. Get that going on. There, start testing.
Bionic Bigfoot said dead fish feed the other fish.
I don't know about that. They didn't seem to be eating it. I don't know how long he was there. I don't know why. That's so weird. I did have a bunch of bloodworms left over one day, and I threw them in that tank. Sometimes I think some of those fish, man, they get like bloated pretty easy.
Select
Especially
Pet said
cichlids.
poor fish was allergic to BBA.
Oh no! Oh, there's. I'm like, I know there was a. I don't have my phone. That's why I can. Let's test the TDS first. We got 418. Not horrible. 418. Next, need a towel. Those up. Go that way. Go into your bed. Lost puppy doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know where to be.
Bionic Bigfoot said our other fish bites the dust.
The mysterious little lily cat. Alright, what do I need? Lids. Man, I'm all over the place this morning. Bear with me here. What are you two doing? Acting like this is happening here.
Aquatic Moose said, Jason, hey, how you feeling?
I'm feeling better, man. Thanks for asking. And I apologize I missed last week, but sometimes you just need to take the day. Yeah. You know? Too much Christmas goodness, I guess. Scissors are here.
Select Pet said, Jason, are you all in the path of this snow mage dawn too?
Snowmageddon. I keep hearing about this stuff, but it's supposed to be coming
Bionic
like
Bigfoot said,
south of
hello,
me.
Aquatic Moose.
Like there's like this weird.
Fishcapade said, Jason, so what were you saying about the return of the BBA?
Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Hey! Sorry, the dog likes to kill me when I try to sneeze, or she tries to kill me when I sneeze. And if she can't kill me, she'll try to kill a cat. So apologies. First thing
Aquatic
that happened
Moose
is
said,
Lily
return
ran.
of the Mac.
Turn of the Mac. What was I saying about the BBA? I don't know. I don't know what I was saying about the BBA. I said I did notice it looks like it's starting to sprout again, and however, like the parameters seem to be pretty under check. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't the. Well, I'm sure it has to do with some nutrients out of whack. All right. Shit. Fuck. Pardon my French. Screw this test up. Hold on. Start that again. We're gonna. I gotta turn that filter off. It's chugging. Now we press and hold.
Aquatic Moose said BBA is part of a well-balanced breakfast. I mean aquarium.
Yeah, there you go.
Select Pet said that's some nice wood.
Thanks, man. There's a long history behind that wood. That was the wrong one, too. Oops. That's the wrong plug. So you go back in. You go out. There you go. There you go. Okay. Back now. Yeah, so I sneezed. Okay, get over it.
Window
Get over
Licker
it.
#5 said I don't know about this story from last week. Was it a dark and stormy night before the stream last week? No judgment here.
No.
Well.
No.
Fish Capade said Jason, it's your magic BBA growing water.
Apparently it's very good at that. Don't you put that hex on me, man. Magic BBA growing water. I don't know. So many things we gotta do around here. It's ridiculous. I gotta blow my nose. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's get this in there. There it is. Shake, shake, shake. Magic BBA growing water. Right. Bubbles off this glass. Put this there. Start that test. Alright, we got 3 minutes before we got any results. I'm going to throw the trash out. I'm going to mute my mic so I can blow my nose and probably sneeze again.
3G said good morning all. What's the wanker doing now?
Alright, sorry about that. I had to blow my nose and sneeze. And good morning, 3G. What's going on? Alright, well, we're doing a water change. I want to clean this filter. Trying to figure out what's clogging it. Besides the BBA. Fish. Is it this one that's clogged up? I don't know. We gotta clean the actual filter cartridge here because it needs to be chugging a lot. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh god! No, I shouldn't say it's heavy. It's at an awkward angle, which makes it heavy.
Select Pet said, I wonder why the dog was trained to attack on the command of a sneeze.
I don't think she was trained. We trained her wrong on purpose as a joke. Alright, I'm going to use the tank water here that's coming out of there to rinse some of this mucky mulm. Whatever's in the sponge. This is the hang on back filter card or whatever. Just have some filter media, some sponges. This is an old sponge from an aqua clear. I no longer have the aqua clear, but I do have the sponge. There's that. There's this. There's this media bag. This is like charcoal in here or something. Yeah, it is charcoal. What the heck? These are going to be circle. These are whatever ceramic Eheim, I think, is what this is. Got loose mulm off of it. Junk off of it. This hang on the back is what do you call it? A Seachem title? I kind of like it. It's not a bad one, I'll tell you that. Some people don't like that surface skimmer thing, which is, it's not bad. Although when it does get clogged up, it's what tends to make it make that chugging noise like crazy. So I can understand that. And you can't do anything about that. Like either you like that feature or you don't. And if you don't, I wouldn't get that filter because there's no way to bypass it really, or not easily. Let's put it that way. I think there is a way to bypass it, but it's like janky. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna spend money on something, why spend money on something you gotta screw around with afterwards, right? Just buy one that you want.
3G said that's some impressive wood.
Thanks, man. That's what she said. Oh, God, man, I got blow my nose again. Endless. All right. Oh, yeah, the other thing we do is that power head keeps falling off. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing we got to do. Forgot about that. We ordered a power head on the last stream 2 weeks ago. Because for the 33 long, it came. I have not installed it. I figured I'd wait for the stream.
Fishcapade said everyone loves Jason's wood.
They all say. All right. Filters back together, back on. Rinse these hands real quick.
Aquatic Moose said I bypassed a surface skimmer like that by disconnecting it and jamming filter floss in the hole.
See? But if you're going to have to go through that whole hassle, why not just buy a different filter that doesn't have that? You know what I mean? I can understand if you had the filter or it was given to you or something like that, or at some point you're just like, I don't want this anymore. But at the end of the day, if that's like a feature that you don't like from the start, don't buy that filter. That's my advice. What else we got to do? We got to do, oh shit. Damn it. I went too long without the phosphate. Phosphate test ran out. I think I can just shoot it, instantly, because its time is up. The other one's at 19.1. Nitrates. So let me do this. Let me do that. Let's push the button. It's ticked. 0.47. Let's see what that has to say here. 0.47 seems high. Did I say the other one's 50? Did I forget again? I feel like I'm gonna have to run that phosphate one again. 7. It's true or not, another story.
Window Liquor #5 said red chat.
Red chat.
Aquatic Moose said, oh no, have never once checked my phosphates.
Read chat. What do you think about the Clash lineup this year and a marriage? It's tugging real bad. Make the trip there. The 30% slows it down quick. This percent is, but yeah, I just got that notice or whatever yesterday. I talked to Kenny. That he's gonna come to the Clash. Yeah, because somebody's getting married. Well, congrats on that. All right, I guess we're gonna do this test again. Sets me. Gotta clean this vial out. Get some more tank water. Luckily, this one only takes 3 minutes. This is the quick one. Probably should stop doing the water change too, because it's getting pretty deep.
Salient Aquatic said sup depths.
Sup, man? Good morning. All right. Another round of testing. Let's try this. Turn it on. Calibrate. 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 Listen to the music.
Window Liquor #5 said the dollar.
That's how exchange rate. Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes it harder, right? You gotta pay 30% more for everything. Yeah, dude. I don't know what your finances are like, but it seems like it's gonna be a good time. Every time I've gone to the Clash, it's been a good time. So, gone 3 years now in a row. 4. All right, let's shake, shake, shake. Yeah, man. Well, it's definitely cool to see you if you go. I'll be there. That should be enough to make the decision right there. What other reason do you need to go to the Clash? Come on now. All right. I wish this thing had like a beep to it. All right, 3 minutes. No, let's not forget this.
Said Moist Moose Mosey's magnificently moaning Momo.
Okay. All right, let's stop this water change because it is going long. Gotta set that power head back up. Lily cat, Lily cat. Listen to the lily. Sorry, that's what I do all day long, by the way, is endlessly make songs about my pets. You think that's a joke? You should ask my wife.
The Clash will be amazing this year.
Yeah, I heard. Supposed to be amazing. Kenny E's flying in because somebody's getting married. I don't know what that's all about. Did I stop that? I did stop that. So let's turn this off. We can start filling that tank. You guys let me know when that thing's done. Tell me what that number says. Wrote down what the original one said. We got a minute and what, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh yeah, I'm gonna set that power right back up. Oh my god, very good. Let's get back over here. I don't know what happened.
Geek Boy said you and Fishymon are finally getting married?
Yup. It's a match made in heaven. Proposed to me on New Year's. It was romantic. 58 seconds.
Aquatic Moose said first comes love. Then comes marriage. Then comes the fish fry in a fry box carriage.
There you go.
Salient Aquatics said, what's the status on Keith?
Don't know, man. Do not know. I haven't seen Keith in a little while. Pops in every once in a while, and you know, he's on Facebook. He's more active. I haven't heard any updates. You know, he's still going through it, so hang in there, buddy. Other than that, I have no answers. All right, got 20 seconds on this. That's filling back up. Clicker's over there. 2025 resolution is to get married. Yeah, exactly. 6 seconds, 4 seconds. 2. Probably gonna be the same number. Watch, 41 point whatever. Look at that. It's pretty damn close. So I guess that was accurate. All right, let's go over here. 0.48. That did go up quite a bit, honestly.
My Fish Tanks Aquatics said, good morning, Jason and fishy folks.
Good morning. The other test said 4.7, so. And this is a week that we should fertilize. So here's test results. Now there's a week gap in here. So it looks like everything's on the up. No, yeah, nitrates are up a little. Phosphates are definitely up. Double. I wonder if that's because that fish was in there broken off. Yes, remain kind of the same. Well, we keep going, man. But yeah, BVA started looking like it's taking hold, right? Phosphate. Liked it better when it was here. 20s. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna learn how to make money on BBA, and then I'm gonna have to start a channel on, like, you know, how
Geek
to grow
Boy
BBA.
said nerd.
Nerd. All right, let me break these down, clean these up. Oh, probably should wait. Actually, can't. It's water at the moment. Let's just tap water. Cold tap water. No. One of these days, man. Glass vials and me, man. Alright, let me get some RO water and give these guys a rinse. That's that. Files away. Ready for next week. Kickstart the rusty old aluminum chopstick. And the water's cold. Oh, come on, it ain't that cold. 74.8 degrees. I think it's set to go, like, alert me anytime it goes below 75. Alright, we got the power head back on. C3 topo hose. So it had to have been the fire mouth that died. There was 2 fire mouths in here, so now there's only one. The other one we put to the other tank.
Monster Fish Gal said, "Good morning, Jason."
Good morning, Monster Fish Gal. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, so I don't know. Keep on keeping on, I guess. Try to do. Oh man, I thought I was doing
Elaine
good with
said,
the water
"Have you
changes.
experimented with turning our light more to control BBA?
Yeah,
I
that's
killed the
probably
green algae on the glass by turning out light."
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's we'll take a look at that in a sec here. Take a look at what I have set. Obviously, we're in less time. These are crypts. The plants I have in here. I think that's the other problem is I don't have enough like plant life. I did order plants and they're supposed to come in this week. Supposed to ship on Monday, I think. We'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely play with the light here. Maybe that intensity, duration. I have one of those Fluval 3.0 planted, like whatever lights with the app and all that good stuff. All right, that's done. That tank is done.
Aquatic Moose said, "Yeah, Jason, I was thinking guppy grass or anacharis might outcompete that BBA drizzy."
Anacharis, right. I think if I remember correctly, Anacharis does not do very well in my water, but it could have just been that one. I don't know if it likes hard water. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have this empty tank here that's just nothing but guppy or Java moss. Ton of it. Water's getting low. Still toying with the idea of
Skipper's
using that
Aquarium
tank as
said, "Good morning, Jason and everyone."
Good morning, Skipper. Still toying the idea of turning this 10-gallon into a sump. Fry rack. At least 4 of the fry tanks. And then we could heat that aquarium. We could heat 5 tanks. 4 tanks in the sump with a heater. They're all unheated at the moment. And the empty tank
Big
is
Boy
heated.
said, "Or maybe hygrophilia."
Yeah, maybe. But the other problem is too, I got like cichlids in here, so they do, especially the geos, man. They do rip up some of the plants. Some of the other plants I had in there, they just kept killing. Every once in a while, I find like chewed up leaves of a crypt too at the top. So we're not without fault here.
Aquatic Moose said, "Or the dreaded duckweed."
I have salvinia. Better. Oh, come on. There we go. Whoa. Oh, there we go. There's a bunch of mulm. It's clean. Ah. That's about
Geek
it. All
Boy
right.
said, "Them's fighting words, moose."
Leave this on for now. Let's go over here. To me, my phone. There. So I can close the stream. See what this looks like. God, I need coffee. Not sure how much we can see it. Drop down a little. I'm trying to get this. Doesn't look the greatest for me. That'd probably be good. All right, let me swap cameras to the default. That's my phone you're looking at. I'm gonna grab some coffee.
Elaine said Java moss and Sagittaria survived 6 weeks of wall-to-wall duckweed when I broke my ribs. I don't remember how much the light was on, but there was no light getting to the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, and crypts are pretty good with that. Like, I'm not worried about that. So, I mean, honestly, it's probably the best solution right now is to change this light. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Derp. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Does that look out of focus to you? Yeah, it does. Slightly better. I think it's this one. I never changed the name. Let's see, can I turn it on and off? Yep, that's the one. Okay. It is set.
Whip's World said, "Hiya, beautiful people! Let's get tanked!"
Good morning, Whip. What's going on? Thanks for
TJ
joining.
Autocross said, "Hi, gang."
TJ, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. All right. So, this is the function it has at, what time is it? Sun rises at 13:30, which is 1:30 in the afternoon. And it sets at 1500.
Congratulations, Bruiser CB, on the membership milestone. Bruiser CB has been an extraordinary aquarist for 15 months.
Morning, Bruiser. Thanks, man. Congrats. Probably didn't need that right now. Yeah. Anyway, congrats, Bruiser. Thanks for being a member. All right, so 1:30 it comes on, and at, what is that? 3 o'clock is when it takes from 1:30 to 3. It takes an hour and a half for the sun to ramp up. Whoop. On that side, that's an hour and a half. And then it's on until 1900, which is what, 7 p.m. So from 1:30 to 7 p.m. So that's what, 5.5 hours minus the ramp up time. 5.5 hours. And it ramps down for an hour. So if you want to count that, that would be 1950. So it's at 200, 2000. 2000 is 8 o'clock. Yeah. So from 1:30 to 8 o'clock, basically, some light on that tank. 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours total. An hour and 2 hours, an hour and change. Ramp up, ramp down. So let's just call it 6 hours. Once it ramps up, red light goes to 40%. The blue light goes to 30%. The warm white goes, cold white, pure white, warm white go to 35%. So the max intensity is the pink light at 40%. Maybe we drop everything 10%.
Aquatic Moose said,
Maybe
"Jason,
we just
wow,
keep
you
the
are a true
intensity."
scientist."
Yeah, thanks. Or we just change the time it comes on. So wanted to, let's say 1700 is what? 5 p.m. 2 hours. Hour and a half ramp up. Math wrong here? 1700, 1500. It's 4 hours. 4 hours of, before this, it was 4 hours of straight light. And then 2 hours of ramping up and down. Hour and a half ramp up, hour ramp down. Now we're at 2 hours of full light. And still just going to change it. 2000. I don't know why this is at like a weird. Okay. That makes the math in my head a whole lot easier. So from 1530 to 2000, that's 4.5 hours. No, yeah, 4.5 hours of total. That doesn't seem like a lot. I don't know. What do you think? I cut it down by 2 hours. That should be plenty, right?
Aquatic Moose said Jason would lowering the blue light or other spectrums possibly reduce algae.
Yeah, it is I don't know, man. Somebody sent me this. It was Michael? Was it you, Michael Long? That sent me things on. Somebody sent me something on Fluval planet light settings. And probably in an old email. I could probably. But yeah, I don't know. There is no night light. It goes down to 0 when it's off, so I guess we can try it. Cutting off 2 hours of daytime. Clearly. I mean, it's either, if the light is as intense as it is, and if we just cut down the period, it should have the same effect as if we kept the same period and cut the intensity. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock starts ramping down, 8 o'clock is off. 3:30. It's probably good, man, honestly. Because I don't get home from work until like 3. 3:30 lights come on. I don't know. I guess we're going to try it. I also need to rename this.
Fishcapade said Jason IME the blue on that light mostly just feeds algae. I keep mine in the single digits with blue and no algae issues here.
I'm going to cut this down. 5. Yeah. So we cut the time down and the blue down. Name this. This is 70. That's it. Back to my stream. And that camera is now off. Oops. Actually, it's just the light that's off. Let me just go there. Do that. Channel. Yay. Okay, cool. We're back.
Victor C said liked.
Thanks,
Here
man.
comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory.
Just in time.
Falling on my head like a new emotion.
Uh-oh. That was a flashlight.
Aquatic Moose said, Jason, what would happen if you pulled that nasty BBA sponge out and removed it all?
I don't know. I don't think it would change anything. There would be less filtration.
Fishcapade said, Jason, when I first got my Fluval 3.0 Lite, watching Bentley Pasco's videos on it really helped me dial in my settings.
Yeah, that's probably a
TJ
good
Alacross
idea.
said, boom, 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 LO.
Boom, boom. Yeah. Let's swap cameras back to that. This 33 long. There we go. Are we looking at this rainbow fish tank? Yeah. I'm still zoomed in.
Fisherman64 said, did you check that tank for ammonia?
No, but I did a big water change. Big water change. Autofocus and all right, if you guys remember, we put sponge filters in here recently.
Aquatic Moose said, sorry, Jason, your BBA is beautiful.
Thanks. I know you're trying to help, but I don't know that pulling that sponge out is going to change anything. Put it that way, because it's already like all over. You know what I mean? It's like pulling out some duckweed in hopes that it'll stop the rest of the duckweed. I don't see that happening. All right, this tank. To try and combat the mold and stuff, put in sponge filters. There just used to be an under gravel filter, which was not keeping up. 2 weeks ago, when was my last stream, we shopped for a power head. Put in here to kind of keep some flow going. The mold has definitely gotten a lot better just with those two sponge filters.
Fisherman64 said, Jazrin is always Babay Farmer.
That's right. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, shnikes. I was already doing a water change? Third of time. We got to wait on this one. I just stuck it in there. And I'll do that tank later. Just going to try and do another quick water change here.
Said, Jason, your lush BBA makes your tank special, be proud. I'm still waiting for you to pull a Lucas Bretz and sell it off LOL.
Yeah. Get your culture of BBA here, guys. Anyway, look at this rock. Magnificent looking rock. How much money would you pay for a rock like this? A lot, I guess. My guess is a lot. We're gonna try and suck up some of this mulm.
Aquatic Moose said it rocks.
It rocks. It's a rock. Yeah, I definitely think that powerhead. Got it off of Amazon last week, I think. Was it? No, whatever, 2 weeks ago. It's the one to Mel. Mel's the one that suggested this one. We're gonna test it. Sucks, Mel. I'm blaming you. Side. All that mulm. Ideally, doing water changes probably help a lot too. Keeping the mulm down. Getting in there and actually siphoning. Probably a little more often than I do.
Fishcapade said, I'm confident.
Confident? Alright, cool. That gives me confidence. Puts my mind at ease. Do, 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 do.
Skipper's Aquarium said Jason and Powerheads don't get along.
No, I don't know. I think it might be those Aqueon ones, man.
Whip's World said Jason. I just grabbed $100 of Dragonstone, which ain't as
Whoa.
much as you might guess.
Wow.
And now I'm heading to the Quad City swap.
Heck yeah, dude.
I've been on the road since 6:20, and I won't get there until 10:30.
Damn, dude. Dedication. That sounds cool, though. So you're bringing Dragonstone to the swap? Or you're picking it up? It's cool.
Aquatic Moose said it's supposed to suck right and blow.
It is. I think it's probably clogged up at the other end. So let me go take care of that real quick. Sucking up too much moam likes to clog it. So, you know, that goes.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said good morning, people.
Good morning.
Luckily, I have arrived.
Luckily.
You can be glad to see me now.
We can get started now. Dude, I gotta fix this sink, man. It's getting worse. This faucet is like leaking like a sieve, like around the neck.
Poplin Creek Aquatics said Whipswap is next Saturday.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Fishcapade said
figure
Shirley,
that out.
you're late.
You're
5
late.
more demerits.
Tension. I need to write an essay on why
Aquatic Moose said I meant
pseudomugals
the
are the
powerhead is
best.
supposed to suck and blow low.
Yeah. It can. Alright, I think we're good. Just for now. What I do want to do before I get done doing this water change is put it in the glass, because there's starting to be like a whatever that algae haze that starts on the glass. Ow. Oh, that hurt. You can even see the skin that just came off. Oh. Well, at least the water's not turning red. That's a good sign. Blood in the water.
Atkins Nature Aquarium said good morning.
Yo! What's up, Atkins? How you doing, man?
Aquatic Moose said, I hope Whip didn't drive too far on the wrong day.
That's so funny. Whip, you better check your dates.
Fishcapade said, it's not real
Whoa.
fish keeping until you bleed for it, Jason.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I'm doing it right then. Ow. Scraped it in. Alright. Try and get some of that mold we just stirred all up. Good on the water change. Trying to get mold at this point. Sucking it up. Change to the other side.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said I don't really have anything to say. I just want to hear myself talk.
There you
You're
go.
welcome.
Thanks. No problem. Glad we could indulge. You know, I have the same thing. I got nothing to say. Yourself talk, so. Go to stream.
Fishcapade said
Do that.
Shirley abusing the AI.
Oh, Alright, that's good. Definitely bleeding. But it's only a little cut. I scraped my knuckle. This is not the first time I've scraped that part of my knuckle, man. But on that plastic brace in the middle is what I caught it on. Didn't feel too fun. Let's get this out of the way here real quick. I'm all tangled up in hoses. Here we go. You go off.
Cora Works said good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Cora. Oh, what's up, man? All right. Gonna open this box.
Aquatic Moose said, Shirley, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
All right. I literally just opened the package. The Mini Slim. More quiet, more powerful, 3 types of waves.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said, oh, the corner, my favorite spot.
Corner. Oh! Here, we'll do this proper unboxing. Yeah. Camera over here. Bear with me. Better like that. All right. I'm going to set this up before we fill the water.
Aquatic Moose said, Shirley, I just don't know what we're going to do with you.
All right. Don't worry about the mess everywhere here. Even a little monkey in the corner. Cat. This monkey travels the house daily. Every day. Find out where the monkey ends up. Well, it's there.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said, I have some ideas. You may not like them.
Okay.
M&C Aquatic said, good morning all. It's a balmy 21 degrees and freezing rain.
Yeah, it's 20-some degrees here. It's not raining, though. It's just cold.
Fishcapade said, I've been waiting to see what you think of this, Jason. Mine has been helpful. Just remember what I said about long fins. I built a little plastic mesh cylinder cage around it to protect my angel.
QR code I need for...
Whip's World said, son of a... Pep, thank you for saving me 3 hours of wasted drive time, brother. Jason, the Dragonston is for me.
Oh, I see.
Well, I guess I'm making the 2+ hour drive home.
Oh, dude. That is... I don't know what these labels are. Wires? Plus they're all in Chinese? Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Aquatic Moose said, Whip, can you stop anywhere cool to make it worthwhile?
Yeah, go to a museum or something. That way you feel like it wasn't an entire waste. I guess these are the instructions. We'll keep that. I don't know what about Chinese instructions. Cut. Power. This is the controller. This is the power.
Fishcapade said the most helpful stickers.
Yeah, the Chinese ones. This would go on that side. Plugins. So... Oh, there's a twist tie. Little kitty. Her favorite thing in the world is play with twist ties.
Skipper's Aquarium said, damn Whip, a little sight, seen LOL.
That's a Velcro strip. Wow, this thing is little, dude. Little. I didn't realize it was that small. I got the bigger one, didn't I? Or did I get the little one? Yeah, we'll keep the small head on it. Can you see that? That's the grate. These are different size grates. That's the bigger one. What are we beeping? Oh, I know what. Because the probes are out of the water. Give me an error. Okay, well, I think that's pretty straightforward, right? This goes in the tank. This is the magnet that holds it on the glass. All right, go to the tank.
Window Licker #5 said, Atkins, are you jumping into Daniken's suitcase and coming to the Clash this year?
Yeah, dude, that'd be great. The Clash for all clashes. That? This? Oh, that's what fell. I dropped that. Whatever. Whatever, man. That's how you want to be. Plug that in. I don't like. That's one thing I don't like already. This barrel jack is real loose. Let me go back. I'll show you. This is the power plug. This goes in there. This is loose, like so loose that what's the snap? That's why. Derp. Supposed to snap in a little bit, I guess. Make a little bit more of a water seal. Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. There you go. Looking at the right camera now. Alright, well, the first things first is I need coffee.
Cora Works said, are Foxy and Peplin actually getting married at the Clash?
That's the
or is
rumor.
that just a running joke? Fishcapade said it shouldn't be that loose, Jason.
No, it's not. I had to push it in a little tighter. And then it kind
The
of like
moneyless Maven,
little rubber
said my sticker
seal
will make
moves.
Outside in Aquatics famous. All my fans will be so ecstatic.
There you go.
Fisherman64 said, gotta go walk the pooch in the fridge.
Yeah. It's cold out there today, man. Even the puppy this morning was like, yo, let's go. I'm done. let's get out of here. She's usually all about hanging out in the cold. Alright. Undone.
Foxy's Fishes said, yes, we are.
Yes, they are. So there you go. She's one of the parties involved. So.
Angry Beard said, hello, people.
Yo, what up, Angry? Hello, people. On the powerhead today. All right. We can adjust this once we get it on.
Fishcapade said, Jason, I don't know of another powered at that price point that is magnetic and that adjustable plus not a huge eyesore.
Yeah, it is actually pretty small. So, I mean, all I need is a little bit of flow. So, I mean, hopefully it'll work. Now the biggest problem is finding a place to plug this in. Maybe the biggest challenge of them all. All right, what is this? Plug here. You're going to get unplugged for a second. You're going to get moved to there. Cool. You can go. I need more slack. You can go. Let's move that way. You can go there. Okay. Just create a drip loop.
The moneyless Maven, Shirley, said, I'm about to wake up my fish and my teenager.
Oh.
I would say I'm not sure who scares me the most, but I'm pretty sure the teenager has it in the bag.
Yeah. Especially when they get up in the morning, sometimes it's not pleasant. Alright, let's try and find somewhere we can make this lube in case it leaks. Maybe we just go like this. Up and over. Ooh, that more. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now, before we turn this on, probably put it. And here, take a look at that a little bit better. We'll fill this tank up. We're not out of the water. All right, what are we looking at? The power head's right there. And on it. See it in action. I do like how little it is. Kind of cool. All right, so let's go here. All right. Let's play with settings. Tank fills. Okay. I guess this is where the Chinese instructions would come in. I would say those words. All right. This would also be where my glasses come in handy. Especially old and cannot see. Need my readers. I need my readers. Poke my eyes up. All right. What does this say?
Cora
Says,
Work said my dad got me this crazy waffle maker with replaceable plates. And one of the waffle plates is like Lego bricks. They stick together and you can build a whole castle, even arch pieces.
what kind of waffle would that make? Very curious.
Fishcapade said Jason looks good.
Thanks. All right. Red lit indicator light stays on, indicates constant flow mode. That's probably what we want. Green indicator light stays on is the pulse wave making mode. The red and green light stays on is the nutrition transmission mode. The green flashing light is feeding mode. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now it's cold. Speaking of which, we got it. Hang on. Before we overflow the tank. Ready, set, go. Let's go. Water is cold today. It's 20-some degrees outside. I mean, this is like slightly warmer water. I mean, I should say it's a lot warmer. It's actually mixed, but it still comes out colder when it's cold on cold days. All right. Go back around here. Let's see if we can figure this out now, finally, once and for all. There. Okay, so what do I do with the instructions that I just had in my hands that I don't have in my hands anymore? Oh no. Oh no. I did the thing that I always do that I never should do. Set it down. Set it down. Oh, I set it down. Where did I set it down? Dude. It wasn't even that far. Definitely not my pockets. Let's check pockets. Well, what do we say? It was the constant red light. That's what we want. I think. I would.
Whip's World said
God.
Jason is in pretty good shape for the shape he's in.
Yeah. How do I lose the thing that was in my hand like a minute ago? Like I set it on something. Where did I go? I moved the hose over here. I had to set it down to grab the hose. Right?
Skipper's aquarium said whip your right round as a shape blow.
Yeah, alright, whatever. We don't need it.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said I'm in great shape. Round is my favourite shape.
Yep. Alright, blinking red, constant green. There we go, constant red. Should start blowing. Mmm. She's chooching! She's chooching!
It could
Aquatic News said Jason, maybe you can retrain a dog to find what you just lost whenever you snooze.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, we're getting rid of these labels in Chinese. I don't need them. I don't need the QR code. The Velcro strip? Velcro strip? I don't know. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Anything else? Trash. Should I? I should probably keep the screens. Though I need to put them
Fishcapade
somewhere
said
else.
powerful for how small it is, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. I just need something to kick up. Well, maybe not sucking the plant. Get that plant to grow. It's cold water today.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said I hate when I wake up and breakfast isn't already waiting for me. What's wrong with my teenager? She has forgotten the child labour laws. The child does the labour. It's the law.
That's the law. Don't you forget it. Hey, it's not a bad little push. I mean, look what it's doing. All right, here, like we're zoomed in, but take the zoom. Not bad, not bad at all. Got it.
Bionic Bigfoot said Jason, your short-term memory sucks.
Dude, you ain't wrong. Apparently my long-term memory sucks too. Everything sucks. Okay. Some of this trash out here. This room is a disaster, by the way, as far as like things everywhere. Okay. I think we're good on that. Right? Seems to be doing pretty well. Fish seem to like it. Kind of already lined up in the flow. You see where... Wow, these guys fired up too.
Fishcapade said it looks like the rainbows like it. You can also adjust strength.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Because I lost the instructions. That'll probably turn up like staring me in the face in about, whenever I'm done. Alright, let's turn up the intensity. Pretty sure that's as high as we can get it. Yeah, that's
Aquatic
cool,
News
man.
said, "Oh, Jason, the rainbows are definitely loving it. That's cute."
It is. It's definitely nice.
Bionic Bigfoot said, "Hello, Lloyd."
Move it up a little. There we go. I like it. Yeah, and it's got a, at the other end of the tank, it's kind of calmer. So if they ever get, very cool. It's actually not a bad little thing. Now, is this the big one or is this the little one? I don't remember. I have to take a look at the history and what I bought.
PNW Aqua said, just got here, good morning. Is
Good
that
morning.
Peppy Magnetic?
Yeah, it is. It's one of the, it's a, what the heck was it? Man, it's like some weird brand. It's like just a bunch of letters. It's clearly from China. It is Mini Slim from from ZKSJ. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. So far, it's doing all right. But this is, you know, literally the moment I plugged it in, so. The last one I had that was like this was like from.
Fishcapade said, Jason,
was
you're
bigger.
welcome, lol, I'm glad.
Thanks. Well, so far so good. We'll see how it learns last long term. That was the problem I had with the other one, is it would always just stop working. So I had to constantly like restart it. See. We'll see. That's also the problem I have with the one on the 75. It just constantly stops working. However, the one that's on the goldfish tank, that one never, like, I don't think it's once stopped working. Knock on some wood.
PNW Aqua said, did you purchase that from Bezos?
Yes. King Bezos. In his Bezos sheen. All right, where are we at here? 10:30. Spam.
Aquatic Moose said, you mean Bozos?
Bozos? Yes. Yeah, that guy. Yep. All right. Oh,
Vinoksky said, good morning, everyone.
one thing I do want to. Good morning, Manaski.
Fishcapade said, I love watching the rainbows and enjoying the flow.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to do, before I forget, fertilizers. This is the week for ferts. And the only thing I fertilize with is potassium. Do it real quick. We're standing here. You can watch that for a hot minute. Oops. Don't breathe
Daniel
that.
Velez said, good morning and Happy New Year, everyone.
Good morning. Happy New Year. I don't think breathing potassium sulfate dust is a good idea. I don't think it could go wrong.
Congratulations, Che Autocross, on the membership milestone.
Right on.
TJ Autocross has been an extraordinary aquarist for 16 months.
Right on. Congrats.
The moneyless maven,
Thanks.
Shirley, said I miss my Kaylee Tawa rainbows. I
Kaylee
sold
Tawa.
them thinking I needed to pare down my breeding projects. Now I am sad. Plus I sold them way cheaper than I should have.
Yeah, that's always
Regrets
the rookie.
massively.
Who was that? Is it Color Guppies used to do Kalitawas? And there's actually, I'm really glad you mentioned that. There is a guy that goes to my, oh jeez, almost dropped the bag. My local area here. His brother is Mike's Bulgarian Greens. His brother is Wes. I can't remember the last name, but he's been dealing a lot with the Kalitawas. A lot. Every swap he has them. For sale. Alright, let's throw some potassium in here. This is the 90. And that guy Wes, just talking about, with the Kalitawas. He also does a lot of pseudos. Well, not a lot of pseudos. He was trying to do. He has Melis. He's trying to get them going, but he says he's been struggling, man. Everybody I talk to does Melis seem to struggle. Some trick that nobody seems to has wrapped up yet. 2. Like there's no water. It's just very. That's the other thing. I think this tank needs this 75 with the angels in it. I think it needs another filter too, or some flow. I think that's why we were talking about with the power heads. Don't know if I'm going to do the bottom tanks yet because I do want to do water changes on them. But what we need to do right now is, we've neglected to do it, I wasn't in stream last week, is we need to get spawning mops swapped around into their different homes. Even check on Fry while we're here. So I'm going to move that camera there. This is that camera. This tank that we're now looking at.
Window Licker #5 said, "Is the other sponge stone a little clogged at the other end?"
The other Hang on. Is the other sponge stone a little clogged on at the other end? On what, the 33 long? The one we were just looking at? It seems to be chooching alright. It's not chooching as hard as the other one is, but I think it's alright.
Whip's World said, "Hey, hey, hey!
Hey!
I'm going to sell my Murdius 6 inches ornate Bashir at the swap, apparently next week. Predatory Fins has theirs listed at $95. Am I out of line asking $45 at a swap?"
No, I don't think so.
Fishcapade said, "Jason, what size tank is the rainbow one we were looking at?"
That's the 33 long. Yeah, that's the 33 long in the rainbow tank. The rainbow fish. There's what are they? Alani and Bozeman eye. And I think there's like maybe a pair of Aryan Jayas still in there, but they're kind of very similar to the Alanis. See, that tank just came on. Alright. Guppy grass is actually taken over in this tank. There is something to that. Alright, anyway. We're looking at fry tank. What mop is in this tank right now? That is. So let's take a look at the Gertrude mop. Red. So we got to put the green mop in. Take the red mop out. First, look at the fry. Alrighty. There was one in here. Oh, yep, there he is. There, buddy. Yeah, actually, he's getting pretty big. You could probably put him with the colony. What do you think about that? Little
Fishcapade
dude.
said,
Like
"What a breathtaking aquascape."
You talking about the mop? The one we're looking at right now? I get it. I get your humor. Alright, we're going to capture this fry. Put him here. Gonna be okay. Oh, dude. I'll let that sit for a couple minutes. Now let's get the green mop
Cora
out of
Works
here.
said, is that clown gravel and a clown wig?
It's just, does it look like clown? Yeah, no. All right. What do we need? We need green. What am I doing? Yeah, this is the clown hair. All right, this is the green mop. All right, I need to move this. It's constantly in the way. Rinse this mop out. Get this off the sink here. Ouch. Oh, now. Wait a minute. Is this right? Red. Yeah. Green mop comes out, but I usually let these dry, so. Okay. And the red mop goes in, so let's get the red mop out of the tank. How many eggs? All right. Red to mop, or whatever. I color code my mop so I know what week I'm supposed to be swapping to. There is some eggs. See at least one. Good sign. Two. Buckle my shoe. Cool. Put it in. Check of any newbies. No newbies. This might be a good time to pull out some of this algae. Maybe do a little bit of a water change. I threw this crip in here because I didn't know I didn't have anywhere to go with it at the time. Actually, it worked out pretty well. I think it was one of the ones that was like covered in here to kind of like rehab it a little, I guess. I don't know. The only light on this tank is the one from the room, so. Okay. Let's, we used to try and keep these tanks a little lighter on the TDSs for hatching purposes, right? Still pretty light, 206. I think maybe a little bit of a water change and then top it off with some RO.
Fishcapade said, gas chase and escape! No!
I have no idea what just happened right there. So, what scape? The algae scape? Come on now. I'm not going to do very much of a water change here because I don't want to.
Window Liquor Hash 5 said, would a little heat help with the fry?
Yes, I'm convinced it would. Also, that's one of the reasons on this kick that I'm going to try. I'm going to convert this fry rack into like a sump system.
Alishan AS said, WTH was that scream?
I don't know, man.
Fishcapade said that voice is awful for one, and yes, now it's Algalite lol.
Yeah, I don't know what, that bot just got crazy there for a moment. So yeah. All right, let's top this up with some RO. Move on to the next one. Not entirely sure what the. I'll test the tank next to it. See what the
Window
temp
Licker
is.
hash 5 said cool new sump build.
Yeah, I think that's. I just gotta plot it in my mind, you know. And right now my mind is pretty scattered. I'm gonna start filling that. Need a jug. I need this jug. I think, ideally, like these are 5-gallon tanks, right? The difference is that these two on the top are rimless, and the two on the bottom underneath here, I'll show you guys in a sec once I finish showing this. Oh, it's here probably because we're going to use the rest of that too. All right, let me back up here and show you what I'm talking about. These two are rimless tanks, and these two are rimmed tanks, 5 gallons. Ideally, I think I want to use rimmed tanks for the top here. Now, toying with this idea, that is a 5-gallon rim tank that has been pretty much evaporating forever. See that? That used to have the main colonies cyanodorsalis in it, but I moved them to a 10, and this has just been housing plants ever since. Brackish and evaporating, so it's probably pure salt by now. Yeah, I don't know. So I might have to get another 5 with a rim on it. Start drilling. I don't know yet. I think that the things are still ruminating. It's brewing. All right, let's move on.
3G said rim jobs is where it's at.
You know it, buddy. Connoisseur, I hear. All right, let's check on these guys. These are cyanodorsalis. Now my colony of cyanodorsalis is brackish. And I've been putting the eggs in the fresh water. This is fresh water. I want to test what the TDS is in here. 146. Good. Let me get the flashlight. Take a look at some fry, if there are any. I did get some eggs recently. I've been having a lot of problems getting eggs with these dudes. Hey, there is a baby. There he is. Look at him. See him? Sweet. Sweet little baby. All right, I won't stress you out, buddy. All right, so gotta take the green mop out. I also have been toying with the idea of going down to weekly mops, because I think that's a little bit of a problem too. Is I think I'm waiting 2 weeks to swap a mop out, and in that 2 weeks, any good laying days they might have had during the week are probably set back by the non-laying days the next week.
Really
That makes sense. I love it. Love it. All right. Well, that's cool. We got some cyanodorsalis fry. And he's in fresh water. Ideally, I'm trying to start a colony that's fresh water, but I got to get my colony not to be on the verge of collapsing. All right, let's take a look at the mop that's in here.
I need an update on the Pandagaras, please, and thank you, good sir.
Yes, the last I saw, they were doing just fine. We can look on them in a minute. All right, here's the mop for the cyanodorsalis that I just pulled from their tank. Anyway, currently I've been doing the colors for the mops. Whatever, 2 weeks, and then I swap. 2 weeks, then I swap. 2 weeks, then I swap. I don't see. Oh, that's not good. However, what I was saying is if they're on 2-week cycle might be a little too much. Some of this out. Stuff is growing. Some gravel behind. See where that's where the light hits a little bit more in that spot. I don't know if it comes through on camera there, but all right. Oh, I didn't put mops back in the other tanks. Oh well. But I do want to. Quick water change on this one. Hopefully nothing crazy. Gotta be careful because that little baby's in there. Just gonna do a little. Where is he? Where is he? Where's my light? Let's see where he's at. Maybe we're getting crazy in here. Oh no! Oh, there he is. I see you now. You can go over here.
Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head
Andy
like a
Carson
new
said, "How about that top
emotion.
tank being a sump? Because that tank is higher, it would be easier heating. Being a sump would minimize maintenance up there where it isn't as easy to access."
You mean the top tanks? Yeah, I guess maybe. What I was thinking of doing. This is the idea I'm toying with. You back up here. Wrap this up real quick. I'm probably gonna use it again real soon, so I'll just leave it. Just turn the water off, so we're not making a mess. All right. All right. Do we have another camera? We do have another camera. Switch this real quick. Quickie. Okay. Bum 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 bum. What are you looking at? What are we looking at? Okay. Let's get a little bit of an angle on this. These 4 tanks are the fry tanks. Well, that one too. But that one, I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Actually, I might sacrifice that one. That would be all 4, and then I can use that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Then I wouldn't have to buy any tanks. That is a good idea. I don't think there's anything in that. That was the one that I was hatching. Had Medaka in there. Fry. I did put it with the main colony. Don't think anything else is in there.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said, "I've got to arrange the rack in my bedroom to accommodate another 40 breeder so I can have axolotls LOL."
I could also, that's also not bad. I could also put the tank down here and use that for the sump.
Paul Soltero said, "Happy
That
New
would
Year
fit.
cheese bags and fish nerds."
What up, Paul? So maybe I get a 10-gallon, put it down here. I can move the worms. This is an empty tank too. This is a 2-gallon tank. These are the worms. I could bring the other worm colony over here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Slide that over, put a 10 in there. Then I could put, these would be the top tanks. They would drain those 2, and they would drain to the sump. Back up. Then I would only have to heat that 1 tank. I don't like doing the top sump thing.
Fishyman64 said, "Bruh colder than a brass toilet seat in the Yukon."
It really doesn't matter, because then you gotta, I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of the top tank being a sump. Because I feel like gravity should do the work. If that makes any sense. Alright, anyway. It's an idea. Anyway, the other tank, that's the one I was thinking about using, and I wouldn't even have to move anything. I could just have it all like piped in and just drain into that tank. But I could move that tank onto this rack. Ideas, man. It's ideas. Definite ideas. All right. Move on. Some water in that tank.
Cora Works said top sump is just as easy as bottom tank sump.
Yeah, true.
You need a return pump of the same size regardless.
Yeah. Right. But the pump would then be in the bottom tank and instead of in the sump. Right. So then you have equipment in your tanks. Because otherwise, unless you're sucking it from sump up top, right? Like this, if this was the sump, you have to pull the water up or pump it from below. Either way. And then this would have to be no fish in it.
Fishcapade said, Jason, what strain of Medica do you have again?
They are Mayuki Madakas. Sold as anyway. I think, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there is real no, I understand what you're saying. There is no real difference. I agree with you. However, I think aesthetically and logistically, it makes more sense to keep it in the bottom. Otherwise, this tank would have to be the equipment tank, and the fry tank would be
Whip's
down there.
World said, I say you get rid of all your tanks and invest in one 2200. Put everything together and let the scales fall where they may.
Damn. Big tank. That's a big tank. Hey, my chat died.
Paul Soltero said, Jason, it's got to suck from somewhere.
He's gone from suck to blow. Yep. All right, so yeah, So Coral, yeah, I agree with you. Could be either one, but I think logistically and the ease of having to deal with fry on my knees on the bottom rack, I think I would rather deal with the servicing of a pump on a sump on the bottom rack in that situation. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping you. It's just the power would fail. To pump, everything would drain back down to that bottom tank.
Fisherman64 said, Jazrin, just turn your whole basement into a huge pond.
I had a dream like that once. That I came down to the basement and it was filled with water, like all the way up. And I had to get in here for whatever. I think I had to turn the electricity off or whatever it was. And there were sharks in the thing, and that was like my dream. Apparently, I was dreaming my basement was filled with sharks. One of the first one of the dreams I had when I first got this house, man. Also, I think it probably spawned from the fact that the water heater ruptured in the middle of the night when I first bought the house. Like the first month I bought this house, I owned this house. Woke up in the middle of the night and heard all this water running. I'm like, what is going on?
3G said, and you woke up. The bed was wet.
No, not quite. But yeah, I woke up at like in the middle of the night and I heard all this water. I'm like, actually, I didn't hear anything. But for some reason, I just got out of bed and I went downstairs to get something to drink. And when I came downstairs,
Alishan Aya said,
I heard
did
all
your
this
wife
water
kill you
running.
in that dream?
No, she didn't.
Cora Works
I don't
said
think
you
I
need
knew.
a hole in your tube to prevent siphon.
Yes.
I put a sponge over the hole so it doesn't spray on my lights for my sump return.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Whip's
I
World said,
usually just-
Quirky, there is a huge difference. One is way up on top, and one is way down low.
There you go. Thanks, Whip. Anyway, so I came down to get something to drink in the middle of the night, and I hear all this water running. I'm like, what the hell? The water heater that was here when I bought the house, the bottom of it split wide open, and water was just gushing out. And there was the door to the workshop / computer / garage at the time was shut, so all the water was backing up because that's where the drain is. I don't know if that drain would have done much any good anyway, but yeah, man, I came there. It was up to like my halfway up my calf with water in the basement. I was freaking out. Shortly after that is when I had the dream about sharks in my basement. Right, I'm going to add some more tank water to this fry. Some tank or some water from his specimen container. Just using a pipette to kind of, because it is going from like 200 TDS to like 400 TDS. So clearly there's a difference in the water parameters. So I'm not shock them. All right. So anyway,
Paul
that was
Soltero said just on, I think you should hook up with Jeremy at Aquarium Domain and take crash course in building wooden tanks.
That's not a bad idea. He was at the Clash past 2 years. Maybe even more, but I remember, I think I met him at the past one, but before. All right, let's move on with the fry.
64 said that can be a new Shark Week. Sharks in my basement.
All right, all right. These are the Illuminatus.
Benjamin Peters said good morning, Jason, and
Good
everyone
morning.
in chat.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. See if we can see any fry. Whoa, I'm falling. Whoa. That. This is the Illuminatus. Did I say this? I see some worms. Detritus worms. Swimming around like little eels. Nope, not seeing anything. Snails. No fry. Sad. Sad. Mop out. Oh yeah, back to the mops and the colors and the weeks. Like I said, I think I should go down to doing them once a week instead of once every 2 weeks. Right? I think that would be better odds. And if I did it, I was smart about it. Which, that's a big if. I think I could do like red.
Fisherman 64
Like a
said
rainbow.
Jasmine don't fall into the water. There's sharks in there.
I went in. Remember, it was cold. I think that's kind of what woke me up. The idea of going into cold water. Actually, while we're here, might as well a little bit of water out of this tank too.
The moneyless maven, Shirley, said, what all are you breeding, Jason?
These are all cyanodorsalis, or I'm not cyan, pseudomugals. Just testing the TDS 100.
3G said hash shrinkage.
All right. Pseudomugal Gertrude. Pseudomugal cyanodorsalis. Pseudomugal luminatus. Pseudomugal furcatus. I also have celebes, rainbows that I've been breeding, and occasionally some Madakas, but I don't think there's anything in that Madaka tank. Madaka rice fish. Mayuki Madakas. I like them. Trying to keep them going.
Cora Works said if your tank isn't big enough to snorkel in, are you really a fish keeper?
Yeah. All right, we were going to do a quick water change on that.
Window Licker hash 5 said is the bat or noise cancelling thing being a little weird.
No.
Your volume is going a little weird.
Is it? That might have been me. Moving my headset. But this, hopefully this isn't too loud, that buzzing. Is that what you're hearing? Or is the mic going in and out? I was having a problem with my mic the other day, actually.
3G said Digi has a lot of fake fish.
A lot of fake fish. Fake frontin'. What is a fake fish? Explain to me. Not a monster fish, so it's fake. Bottom. Algae in the bottom here. Like Blackbeard. It's not coming out, so I'm gonna grab it. Ooh.
Whip's World said, I don't
Whip's
recall when this
World.
happened, but I had a similar experience. We had lost power for 3 days,
Jeez.
and neither sump pump was working during that time.
Oh no.
The basement filled up almost mid-calf too.
Yeah.
P&W Aqua said pseudo =, fake.
Oh, I see. Alright, there you go.
Cora Works
There
said
you go.
pseudo-moogles have it in their name, don't they?
Yes, there we go. Fake.
3G said pseudo.
False means false. Moogle. Yeah, I have a video on this. Pseudo means false. Moogle is a Latin term for a type of mullet. So I guess their Latin name is false mullet. Or fake mullet. I get it. I get what you're saying. I gotta wait for some of the Oreo jugs to fill up, so I'm just gonna put this lid kind of on like that. And well, let's look at the see if we can find any eggs in the tank. Luminatus. And while I'm here, I'm gonna grab this.
Benjamin Peters said, like wannabe redneck.
That's right. Those are real mullet. Oh, there's a lot of green hair algae on this one. Root.
P&W Aqua
taking
said
no.
El Camino of Fishes.
The El Camino.
Fisherman 64 said fake business in the front, fake party in the back.
I don't know.
Wiley, always yelling, said a muggle is a person without magical powers. So a pseudo-muggle is a fake wizard.
There you go. No, it'd be a fake person. It'd be a human, I guess, person without powers, right?
Window Licker #5.
So it
said
would
you
be a
have
real
videos.
wizard.
It's been a bit.
It has been a bit since I put a video out. Anyway, it has. You are right. It has been a bit since I did a proper, full-on, edited. Here, I'll show you. Off of me.
Paul Soltero said I found a source for Ivanacara bimaculata at very reasonable prices.
There's a lot of
I'm
eggs.
still looking for a source for confirmed male Ivanacara adotketa.
Oh, she had an accent on that one. There are definitely eggs there. So we got some Luminatus eggs. We got some Luminatus fry. Right? That's that? Yes. I did. If I did, I don't remember what it was. We're gonna test it again. Whoa. 152.
Fisherman 64 said a muggle is not a mutt wizard. Window Licker #5 said the Discovery Channel has been cancelled.
Uh-oh. Not good. Whatever are you gonna do? Some water to the specimen container for this fry. Now, add some in. You know, basically drip acclimation stuff without the drip. I'm the dripper.
Said Fisherman needs a mullet.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's where I wanted to. There was something I was like, I wanted to say something. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. I have a picture of Fisherman with a mullet. So, you can bring out the picture, man. All right. Let's move on.
Cora Works said, how can we do it like they do on Discovery Channel now?
I know. All right, this is the fricatas. These guys, a lot of little babies in here. How many? Count at least 4 there. Seeing a reflection. C4. Here. Did I test this one? I don't think I did. An 82. Now, these guys are a little bit bigger. I mean, the fry are pretty decent size. However, the parents are a lot bigger than
3G said,
most of the other
if
pseudos.
you're over a certain age, you have had a mullet.
That's fair. That's fair. You might have had a high school picture of me with a mullet. Anyway.
Fisherman64 said, I had a mullet back in the days when I had hair on my head.
It's true. Have changed. All right. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the pseudos, the fricatas, like these fry, they're kind of. I mean, they're decent size. Like they're doing all right. But how on the earth did I just find the instructions in the pocket I checked like 6 times? I swear to God, I checked this pocket like. God. Witchcraft at work here. Witchcraft.
Window Liquor #5 said, who remembers rat tails? Way
Yeah, they're rat tails. I remember rat tails. Forgot all about that. Rat tail. Cursory cleaning here and just something real quick. Not we're gonna do a huge water change.
Whips World said, hey, hey, hey.
Hey!
I'm gonna ask again because I didn't hear an opinion given when I asked the last time. If a 6 inches ornate Bashir is online for $95, is asking $45 at a swap out of line?
I already answered this and I said I didn't think it was. Did not think it was out of line. Seems decent, right? I mean, it's half off of what you would pay retail.
Why are we always yelling, said we call the kid Jedi Braid in jail, because he had off-center rat tail like a Jedi braid. The moneyless maven, Shirley, said I grew up in Arkansas. Mullets and rat tails were pretty standard.
That's it. Even today. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Need to get my funnel. Can't reach.
3G said rat tail reminds me of Ralphie May, lol.
Ralphie May, oh my God.
Fisherman64 said hay is for horses.
Hey. But I don't think that's a bad price, Whip. I mean, Bashir, I don't know what, I'm not I think Bashirs are cool, but I'm not like a huge like connoisseur of these guys, so I don't know a whole lot about sizes, prices, whatever you want to call it. But honestly, I mean, doesn't sound like a bad price to me. Sure, if somebody's really interested, they might haggle with you. Yo, man. Give you $30. Ha ha ha. No. All right, let me turn this on auto so I don't forget. Grab the mop out of the frittata tank. Anyway, my whole point was that the fry for the fricattas are kind of still small because the frittata is a bigger pseudo in my opinion. They have bigger mouths. They also have bigger eggs.
Fisherman64 said I'm doing water changes while watching you do water changes.
It's a recursion. See, I don't know if you can tell this, but these are right where my thumb's at. There's a couple eggs. And first of all, they have like a slight orangish hue to them. These frittata ones. And they're a little bit bigger than the other pseudos I keep. But there's a lot of eggs in here. So part of the reason I let the fry stay in here a little bit longer is
Whip's
because
World said sorry.
I'm afraid they're going to
I'm
eat.
driving in the middle of nowhere, and the internet is spotty.
No, that's cool, Whip. No worries.
If you answered, I missed it.
But I don't know.
Also, yeah, Mullets and Rat Tails 1983 lives.
That's right.
Cora Works said closer to the camera we can't see.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just trying to point out that these eggs and fish are bigger than... Is that Hydra in the glass? Hydra? Might be. Swap one of these tanks off for a little bit, or very light on the feeding. Alright, the only other thing is down here is this is the one I was trying to see if... I think I put some like moss in here, or algae, from the Medaka tank in hopes that something might hatch, but it's been weeks, months, nothing. Take this mop out of here. So essentially, this is an empty tank. Oh no, wait, there's a baby right there. Never mind. I see him right there, little Medaka. Where were you hiding, dude? Good thing I've been feeding this tank.
Window Licker #5 said, are you running RO in the fry tanks?
Kind of cut it like half-half. I want to, I'm trying to keep around 150 TDSs. My normal tap order is around 400, so this is I'm trying to cut it like half, a little bit better. I think it would help with a little bit of the hatch rates on some of the fry, because then once we get some heat going in this fry rack, I think that'll really help. And if we do switch to weekly mops, I think we'll be on lockdown, man. So anyway, go to that idea with weekly mops. Okay, so there's a Medaka in there. That's cool. Should probably test the TDS and maybe do a little bit of water
Better
change.
Aquatics said Happy New Year.
Happy
all
New
at
Year.
depths unknown.
Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. 214. So, not horrible. And these are the Medakas. So these are technically a colder water fish. I believe they're actually straight up cold water fish. They can go down pretty cold from my understanding. But, so the fact that there's no heat on this tank is probably not a big deal. Alright, let me make sure I don't suck up the little baby that I see right there. So you stay over there. I'm going to suck up some mom. Well, I guess turning that into a sump right now is not a good idea. He needs to grow up a little bit more. Actually, he'd probably be alright to go with the parents. Ow. Ow. Cramp. God. Well, I'm cramping up. I'm not used to crawling around on my hands and knees. Let's turn that off. I don't know, you guys can't see what I'm doing anyway, because I have to get a camera on the floor for you to see that. You just have to trust me that there's a little baby Medaka in there. All right, what time is it anyway? It's 11:20. A little bit of time yet. Probably wrap this hose up though. Let's put it down. We can put it over here. All right, that's that. That's that. We gotta wait for the RO jugs to fill up. I am going to. What's the other camera at over here? I'm gonna move you guys over
Better
here.
Aquatics said at depths unknown. Do you keep any live cultures to feed fry and adults?
Yeah, I do. I keep a lot of worms, brindle worms, white worms, black worms. Hang on one second. I gotta pee really bad, so I'll be right back.
Better Aquatics said at depths unknown. Do you keep any live cultures to feed fry and adults?
All right, sorry about that. Sometimes a lot of running water. Take specimen container. Some more tank water in the specimen container. And let it sit. Okay, what are we looking at? The Medaka or the Luminatus? I am glad that I got some fry.
Better Aquatics said any tips on grindle worms? What you feed, and how many cultures is needed to keep a daily feeding?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's probably, I don't know. My grindle worm culture is kind of struggling. My white worm culture was doing all right. My worms are doing, my black worm's doing okay. Could get into worms right now, actually. Let me finish doing this with the mops real quick. We just took the red mops out, so the green ones have to go in. So let me put, I don't know, let's put, got a lot of green mops. These are the ones I was using. Summer tubbing. Green mops. So yes, I would say to feed daily grindle worms, I'd say, what is it, probably every 3 or 4 days. I think it's like I would check on them, feed them like every 3 or 4 days or a week, depending on how strong the colony was. I'm just rinsing these out so that they're wet and sink as opposed to floating. This is about dry. It's dried out. Drying out, man. All right. Yeah, so probably the feed daily. I don't know. Days. Feed, depending if you're colony, I'd say probably need probably like 5 or 6 colonies daily. All right. Green mop going in. Cotta's. Or I'm sorry, the Luminatus. Green mop going in. I can tell that fish is gonna. That's a grandfather fish, man. You ever have those fish that you've had for a long, long time, and you kind of see they just look like they're wizened, aged. Yeah, that guy definitely looks like that. Probably one of like the older, one of the Gertrudes. Big old. I think it's a male. A female. Okay. We need to swap back there to get some more RO water in the. Nope, not ready for it. Okay, we got the mops in the tanks. Oh yeah. Hang on. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I forgot about. I'm gonna move the Gertrudes.
Whip's World said, seriously,
Seriously.
why does anyone keep or feed live anything when you can buy frozen? I
Well,
hate the idea of anything live in the house that aren't fish.
mm,
I'm willing to listen. Definitely no crickets, though.
yeah, no crickets. I'm down with that. I don't need to be hearing chirping all
Better
night long.
Aquatics said, at depths unknown. Do you use soil or cocoa coir or scrubby pads medium?
I use.
How often do you mist cultures?
Yeah, I think that's part of my problem is I tend to sometimes over mist, and then the colony kind of struggles. It's like too wet, I guess. I use cocoa fibers usually. These guys are probably big enough. These are. Here, let's change the camera. So we can. Want to deal with worms today? Probably should. This is the at the Keystone Clash. I saw somebody selling Gertrudes from the same colony I got mine from.
Coral
RO4s.
Works said, prey drive. Whip.
So I bought them.
Predators are tuned to chase and catch things. And since we can't really put a little feather wand in the aquarium like with a cat, or throw a ball like with a dog.
Interesting. Yeah. So, what the hell was I just talking about? Yes, what is it? Live foods? I mean, they're worms, dude. Whatever. What was I just saying? I was just saying something before the light cut me off. Oh, about the fry, the Gertrudes. I got these Gertrudes, another colony, at the Keystone Clash. I had this as the quarantine tank, and when I took the adults out, there were a whole bunch of babies in there. And these babies are getting pretty big. So, you could probably move them to the main colony. Well, yeah, now the live foods, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, brine shrimp and worms. That's pretty
Peplin
much
Creek
it.
Aquatics said, Jason, is your colour messed up? Your
Color?
black beard looks green.
Yeah. Yep.
That's lovely, that is.
Green hair algae. It's one or the other. Do we want to play with worms? We probably need to. Alright. If we have time, we'll move those fry. Still on the fence of whether they're big enough. Although, that one's that size. How are these compared? Not roughly the same. One of them's a little smaller, so he could probably stand a bit bigger.
Fishyman64 said, Jazrin, what about Cocoa Puffs as a media to grow worms?
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Alright, there is soil, cocoa fibers.
Fishstream said,
Streams said. That's all you said? Fishroom said. Not tell me what you said. Fishroom's speak. There you go. Fishy.
Fishcapade said I love the algae carpet.
Yeah, that one's pretty good, huh? I do feed this tank kind of heavy because all the fry that weren't here. All right. Let's do white worms. First up, white worms. Boop, 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 boop. All right, let me get the box. I have all these deli
Better
containers.
Aquatics said at depths unknown. I read an article on Fish Guy's Place site where he slightly tilted the colony and used a napkin inside a PVC fitting to absorb excess moisture.
Oh. Whoa. Sounds high tech. Things first is I gotta throw some of this stuff
Fisherman
out.
64 said, "How's your vinegar eels doing?"
My vinegar eels? They're still doing. I have the colony that I never really ever feed. Oh wait, hang on. Let's put some water in these so that these are soaking. Let me take this RO jug, swap it for one that's empty. Continue filling up. Take this one RO jug. And I'm gonna fill avocados up. And I just dropped the lid in the tank. Place the one without the fry in it. Okay. Let's jump back.
Fisherman 64 said you gotta feed them apple slices.
Yeah, I did. I actually just did that recently, put a new slice in there. So, and I did notice, we could look at it. It was doing okay. It's my understanding, like, once you have vinegar eels, they're kind of like almost impossible to kill. Unless you, like, you know, they eventually will starve to death, but, alright, let me slid back. Tank for a second. I don't know, what are we looking at? I don't remember. But yeah. I think, what is it? I know that in a lot of, like, home brewing, like, alcohol, like beer, wine, vinegar eels are a problem. They're like a parasite, like a pest. You know, like your whole batch is screwed if you get. You gotta like disinfect everything. And like, basically, people have a hard time killing them because they keep coming back. So there's that. Now, of course, we're on the other end of the spectrum. We want to keep them alive so they'll die. All right. Where are we? Still gonna fry? I hope. Don't even know where my phone is. All right, cool. Oh, the light went out. All right. We're gonna look at a towel on a table, and we are going to white worms. There. I have some pre-moistened coconut fibers. Probably should not scoop it. I got stupid fiber in the rim. Hang on. We need. I think what we're going to need to do here is mix some worms. Whoops.
Fisherman64 said, if fish eat stuff like vinegar eels, white worms ECT, why aren't they eating my planaria?
Good question, dude. A, they're probably don't see it as a threat or a food source. B, they're well fed and don't need to hunt. C, I don't know. Those are your options.
Windowlicker #5 said, what did you tie on to Lilycat?
That's her little bunny ear ascot thing.
Soltero said, whip, as long as you give your fish
You
a
got a little
varied
ascot.
diet, your fish will be happy.
All right.
BBS is probably the only live food most people ever have to culture.
Sure. Whoa, whoa.
Victor C said, thanks for live streaming at Depths Unknown. Happy 2025 and go Eagles.
You got it, Victor.
Aquatic
Thanks.
Moose said, planaria sting the fish, so it's not so fun to eat.
Oh, I can see that. Maybe. Are we looking all right? Where is my... Help you, Lily? Nope. She's wearing her little ascot. All right, what am I was just going to do something. What do I need? I need something. I need the spade. Is Powerhead's still chooching. Lily, what are you doing? All right, here's my white worm colony.
Benjamin Peters said the kitty gonna help clean the bottom row for you.
Got too wet, man. Smells horrible. Ugh. Or it's totally destroyed. Too much water in it. It's probably still gonna be too wet. I'm gonna rinse this out. Start with a fresh colony. All right. I think we're gonna need a little more of the cocoa fibers.
Paul Soltero said BBS.
BBS. Baby brine shrimping. Okay. That's that.
Fishyman64 said that sting theory must be right, because no matter how much you feed fish, they will always eat worms.
Yeah, true.
Better Aquatic said, here kitty kitty. Here kitty meow meow, feed me at depths unknown.
Oh, she's been fed. She just likes to skulk. I think she knows there's a twist tie somewhere, so she's looking for it. She heard me talking about it. She will not rest until she finds it. All right, let's hope we can rescue this, because this was looking grim.
Fishdream said, yummy. Which worms are these?
These are white worms. This colony was going to gangbusters for me until I also switched foods too, so I don't know what happened. Like as soon as I switched, I think I might have when I switched the food, put too much moisture in. I think.
Aquatic Moose said fisherman, even when I tongue feed the planaria to my guppies. Or my late pea puffer, they would spit the planaria out after a bite or two.
Really.
Paul Soltero said Jason professional cat wrangler.
Mm-hmm. Probably gonna need another container. Put that like that.
Better Aquatic said at depths unknown. You need cool temperature, don't switch foods. Use nutritional yeast bread and kefir for whiteworms.
I've been just using fish or what I've been using for like the past whatever yearish, I guess, is what are they? Algae wafers and bottom wafers. Basically, like for they were bottom wafers from Fritz, I think. Was it Fritz? No. Extreme. That's what it was. Extreme bottom wafers and just regular old Hikari spirulina. Whether that was a good idea or not, it seemed to be working. Everything was doing good. And then I overwatered, I think, and then everything kind of started swimming. I'm not going to spend time cleaning that right now because that's going to be forever. All right, let's
Aquatic Moose said Ascot. That cat has style, grace and swag.
That's right. That's right. Got a little ascot on. All right. We have a little bit more left. So I am going to put the original stuff back there. There. It's on there temporarily. It's on here temporarily. Even fill the rest of this up. Maybe we have 3.
Better Aquatic said, I believe the containers aren't good as they are too compact, and whiteworms need cool low temps.
I keep them on the floor.
Rectangular tubs.
Not a bad idea. I probably could do that. Better container. But I do keep them on a concrete basement slab. So it's pretty cool. Especially in the winter time, it gets colder. That's that. If I use a longer rectangular thing, all right, maybe I can see that. Get one. I don't have one. All right. Here for a sec. Take this over and rinse it. Horrible. Never fun dealing with worms.
Rip's World said I find live cultures of any kind do best in other people's fish rooms.
Well, I mean, to each his own, man. Nobody says you have to. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's, all right. I was feeding extreme bottom wafers and Hikari algae, but I ran out of the bottom wafer, so I bought these.
Better Aquatics said depths unknown. Think of it like a pool VZ jacuzzi in pool. Their temp differs, so the worms can move around if too hot.
Yeah, true.
But in jacuzzi, it's hot all around.
No, I understand that. I understand that, like, that white worms, especially white worms, need to be cooler. That's why I do keep them on the slab in the corner of the basement. So it is cool in that corner of the room, and they were doing great, like I said, until I overwatered. Just gonna put a little bit of wafer in here. Whoops. A little bit of wafer in there. Put the lid on this. Wafer there. There, I'll check on it in a day, see how it's doing. Wafer. Wafer. Alright. Is on the floor. In the cool spot. 2 and 3. Depart the rest of this wafer and feed the black worms that I have over in this tank. What other worms we got? This is the grindle. This one needs to be dealt with. This is a failed colony. It's getting dealt with too.
Better Aquatics said at depths unknown don't feed dry food. Soak it in hot water until soften. It need to be moist for easier access to worms.
Yeah.
That's another IMO error.
I usually missed it. I put a little spray bottle. But that's what I did last time. I put a little too much. Got the soil like soaked. So, now that's hot. I didn't, the soil was a little moist, so I didn't want to, I figured it'll soften, put it that way, was my thought. But I can moist it, I can mist it. Hang on. Let me...
Better Aquatics said that why you soak it before feeding.
Yeah, that's probably a good, not a bad idea. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep it in mind. Another RO jug that needs to be changed here.
Whip's World said, see, what you gotta have to ask yourself is the juice worth the squeeze? Asterisk movie quote, TGE Girl. Next Door 2004.
What? The girl next door? Is the juice worth the squeeze? That's always a good question, isn't it? I'm trying to clean out one of these containers so I can use it.
Paul Soltero said, Jason, have you tried Northland foods?
I have.
Cake, pellets, wafers, and bug bits. My fish go to town on all of it.
I had the Northwind kelp wafers that I was feeding to a lot of my like algae-eating fish. The 397s and stuff, they loved it. Man, a lot of dirt. This looks like coconut fiber. I feel like I'm making a huge mess. Jesus. Okay. You guys are still staring at what? Worms. Here we go. These are the grindle worms. This colony is doing all right. It just cleaned up. Where is that spatula? Probably split this into two. I just want to get this fish food out of here.
Better Aquatics said at depths unknown. Do you have access to the cardboard egg crates?
Yeah. Well, I can get them. Like I can get eggs, if that's what you mean. Come on out, little wormy worms. Clean this real quick.
Paul Sortero said, what I like about Northfin is I can pronounce everything in the ingredient list.
Yeah, that's fair. Too hot. Still too hot. Ow. Burn!
Whip's World said Paul, and Jason Northfin is my new go-to food. It has slowly replaced my Extreme love. I still use Extreme and Hikari and Sierra, but Northfin is solidly in the lead position now.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I've been doing well, it's been a while since I've had the Northfin, but I did have some food, I think. Too wet. It's not horrible. Chop up the worms.
Big Steve's Glass Boxes said,
Hey,
sorry
what's
I'm
up,
late,
Big
y'all.
Steve, what up, man? It's like way too much in here. Way too much. Should probably just use this container. If I had a lid, I would. That's the other thing I worry about. Is a lot of times that's what usually ruins my colony. Is I get gnats or whatever.
Paul Soltero said Ken's
Some
Fish
sort of bugs.
carries the whole line at very good prices.
I've been meaning to put an order in from Ken's Fish. Actually, usually do frozen. I think it's frozen foods I get from him. But you got to do that in like a huge bulk. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whoa. That would not have been good. Arms all over the floor. Did I just have another container? What did I do with it? Sorry, I just washed it, didn't I? Oh, here it is. Ugh. Making a mess. Whoa. Yeah, that was definitely a mess.
Better Aquatics said at depths unknown. I've seen someone use the cardboard egg crates as medium for worms, and the worms explodes.
Yeah.
They soak it first in water, then break into small pieces, strain and crumble it.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea. This one too. It does not sound like a bad idea. Trying not to make a mess. Probably top off one of the other. Split the difference. that one. Okay.
Whip's World said plus I met, broke bread, and had a few adult libations with the owner-operator.
That always helps.
He's a solid dude who genuinely wants to produce and provide quality foods, so my opinion may be biased.
Now that's cool. I didn't know, I don't know the guy. That's cool that you got to hang out with him. Seems like a genuine, yeah, I mean, doesn't like he seem like he's doing this like, you know, a multi-millionaire or anything. I'm sure he might be doing it right just because he's building a name for himself, but yeah, I've never had a problem with Ken's Fish. Alright, let's do that food. I know you said soak it, but I don't know if I'm gonna at the moment. Just because I want the food to kind of soak up some of the moisture in the food, or in the soil. The soil's still a little on the moist side. Just gonna put just a little bit in there, like a little piece, you know? Just enough so that, like, in a couple hours, when that soaks in that moisture, start munching. Munchy munchies. Just a little bit. Enough. Good enough. I'll put these on the floor. Next to
Paul
the other
Soltero
stuff.
said, Jason, I usually buy three 2-pound boxes of gut-loaded brine shrimp and bloodworms at a time, and that gets shipped without a problem.
That's cool. What, frozen, right? Alright, that's that, man. Let's go back to looking at fry. Clean up this mess. I'm gonna I have one algae wafer that I'm gonna put in the other blackworm colony. That's what I feed my blackworms, is algae wafers. Keep them in these 2.5 gallon tanks or whatever they are, with an inch of gravel. There's that, there's that. Let's get this away. It's me.
Whip's World said, from who, Paulie? Not Northfin, right?
Ken's Fish. I hadn't do this before. Let's get this thing out of here. It's hindering me more than it's helping me. Clean up some worm stuff. Alright, that's that. Okay, worms. Worms or derms. I'm done with the worms. For now. I will look into getting those longer rectangular containers. Sounds like a good idea. Maybe something a little bit less janky than, you know, disposable deli cups, because they tend to start, you know, cracking and splitting. And then you
Paul
get the
Soltero
eventual
said Ken's
gnats.
Fish. In fact, I buy all my foods from there. Can't beat the prices.
Yeah, Ken's Fish is good. I agree with that. All right, what are we doing? What do we got? Worms are good. I can put this cocoa fiber away.
Better Aquatics said at depths unknown. Now think of this: you added dry food on top wet surface due to capillary action. Only the underside of wafer gets slightly moist. Gravity will pull all moisture down to base of tub.
Okay. Yeah. It wasn't overly moist. I don't know. I mean, I've been running these colonies for a while, but I will definitely take it into consideration. Moistening the food can't hurt. Just wondering if it create a mess. Yeah, I'll have to try it. I'll have to figure out a way to like do that while I'm feeding the fish and then come back or something. But for now, it's gonna stand. But I appreciate the input. Definitely something worth considering. What time is it? Oh my god, it's noon. That's it, guys. What we need to do is release that fry that we have. I'm gonna wait on the other fry because I don't think that one is big enough yet. Seems a little too little in my opinion. I'm gonna turn this rack on. The lights are going off in the room. I think we're gonna put this guy in this tank. Can't go any further than that, can I? This one.
Whip's World said the prices are good, but unlike Northfin and Extreme, the first ingredient in Ken's food is wheat. I wasn't
Wheat.
thrilled to see that. I bought some anyway, but yeah, it was disappointing.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on the food too, right? I don't know.
Aquatic Moose said, Jason, maybe you can use that green algae to outcompete the BBA.
It's a good idea, but nothing outcompetes the BBA.
Window
Right,
Licker Hash 5 said, okay, lil, best rebuttal on YouTube ever. You're a classy guy, depths unknown.
What?
Love it.
What did I say? We've been looking at this camera the whole time? No, okay. Best rebuttal on YouTube ever. Well, I'm glad I can entertain. All right, here's a little dude. He's been hanging tight. I'm gonna go free, buddy. Time to go free, and then I'm gonna go my thing. Hungry. I need lunch. Do it, dude. You can do it. There's a whole world out there for you. Friends, family. Here you go. Don't get eaten. Cool.
Paul Soltero said, Whip, I'm not buying Ken's food from him. I just buy Northfin, San Francisco Bay, etc.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're buying your Northfin food from Ken's Fish. Gotcha. I usually just buy frozen
said,
stuff.
Don't be afraid, little fella.
That's right. All right, let me finish by filling up the RO tank, or the whatever the one fry tank with the last gallon of RO. And then that should be it for the stream for the week. I do appreciate everyone hanging out, doing the thing. Okay. So the water changes on all the fry tanks. We did all the eggs, or the mop swapping. I will work on an idea for the sump system that we were talking about. I keep brewing that up in my mind, so get that going. What else? The colored mops. Like more of them, I think, is another way to go. Let's put it that way. So fry rack sump system.
Andy
That's a
Carson
word.
said, "Thanks for the stream, Jason.
Thank
Everyone
you,
have
Randy.
a great rest of your weekend."
You too. Thanks for coming.
Fishcapade said, "Jason, this is only the best stream ever.
Well, I
I look
appreciate
forward
that.
to it every week."
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys hang out. It's always a good time. I learn things all the time. I mean, Beta Aquatics there was, schooling me on some worms. Stuff I didn't even think about. Now I got a lot to think about. That's what it's all about. I learn, you learn, we learn. It's a good time.
That's lovely, that is.
Yeah.
Aquatic Moose said, "Fun hanging with you enlightened fish fellows. And the laughs are a fun bonus."
That is a fun bonus. All right, let me put all the hoses away. Let me clean up the room a little before. I feel like Mr. Rogers here. Should start singing. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. All right.
Fishcapade said, "See you all soon, all my love."
There you go. See y'all soon. All right, let me, if I can get untangled from a hose. All right. Thank you all again for hanging out. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to leave them
Paul
down
Soltero
below.
said, "Jason, how much did you pay for that compliment?"
A lot.
Better Aquatics said, "At depths unknown. We learn every day."
Exactly. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yep. We'll do it again next week. You got anything you want to talk about? You want me to show? You want to email me something? Email address, I'll show you that. I used to have an email address. There it is. You want to email me? You can email me there. If not, leave a comment. I read all my comments. I answer all my comments. And other than that, it was fun. Thanks all. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll do it again next week. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.